Yep. That gamer tag looks familiar. I definitely played this guy already. This the dude that had Pittsburgh? Hold on. Let me look at my footage from earlier. Can't have Pittsburgh. I know I played this gamer tag. Or maybe we loaded and it desynced. I played Gold Rush. Sweaty Bands. This guy. I don't know. The gamer tag just looks so familiar to me. I don't know. I looked at all my game, like I went back in the stream and looked at all the names I played, and he didn't pop up. Not unless this was the guy I played the first game before I started streaming.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
It could be. I think that may be what it is. I played a game before I started streaming to get a warm-up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run.
The Steelers guy's name was Gold Rush.
Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
But that's what I thought it was. Yeah, it must have been the game before. And now I'm going to try this real quick. This is either not going to work. This is either going to be the last time I run this. Nope.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down and third.
It's all good, too bad. Like I tell you every time you're in here, pool's definitely more important.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
That's a pick. Oh well. Turnover on downs.
My goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Ooh. On, get that block, let's go. Ah, Josh Jacobs is so slow in this game.
Almost gets to the 10. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach.
My dude should be at least like an 89, 90 speed.
They didn't allow anything to leak
Maybe
on
99.
the backside on the right side of the offensive line.
Be higher though.
Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, second.
See, and this ain't the guy that I played before I got on the stream because all that dude played was 4'6".
Second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I can hit Tyrell Williams on this out route. Cover 3, I should be able. That's cool. Oh, they're going to put me short, aren't they? I'm going for this one.
He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2.
Oh, you're right. Good, hey, good man. What'd you do? Go back?
There to make the grab, and the Raiders have taken the early lead.
There goes the kick meter going all slow again for no reason.
Opening drive, he had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
What did my buddy Hilly want?
Tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off. Not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
I can't even be mad about missing the field goal. He does it in real life too.
Right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And
Nice.
This time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory.
Had him in the backfield.
Guys held up. They didn't give up.
Oh, that was piss poor.
And off he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, an 80-yard touchdown.
I'm trying to see what game my buddies does. Usually don't invite me to.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way.
When he missed the one against the Chiefs, I thought that was going to come back to haunt us.
Make it into the end zone.
Almost did, but we wasn't worried about it.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They go play action here on 1st down.
Bombs over back. Oh, wow.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs, 78 yards. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
I thought I overthrew him. That was about to. That was a long.
You got up to go get a drink from the fridge. You picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8.
Yeah, I mean towards his later years, he definitely missed them.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start on the ground with Breida.
Yeah, we're not going for the hit stick tackle in the backfield, no.
They're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards.
Gotta be disciplined.
2nd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside.
All right, end of the first quarter. Into a quarter.
Into a loss.
Yeah. This guy, guy we have now, not so much.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards.
He may not be in here. I know he said he had to do schoolwork.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on.
There I go again, blindly picking defenses.
Here's Tua. Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and
Hustle.
8.
Hustle. Get him.
Big loss here as he's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back.
He hit that on Monday Night Football against Denver right before half, right?
Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack.
Am I right about that, Brandon?
They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. A surprising move.
Or am I wrong?
Predictably, at least somewhat predictably.
Was Tom Cable the coach?
And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away to his left.
Is it Tom Cable? It was Tom Cable, Hugh Jackson. What's his face for a miserable couple years?
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Jack Del Rio, Gruden.
Throwing now is Carr. This will be caught.
Is it Tom Cable?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Derek Carr on target to Tyrell Williams. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
Who's before Cable? Was it Lane?
What can still come? I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Following the
Lane Kiffin's the one. He had him try to stat, what, 70-yarder? I am trying so deep. I really didn't pay attention. Like, I was a fan back then, but I wasn't as die-hard as I am now. Okay, I'm trying to get my stuff together in my head.
And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football?
I feel like I was
Offense take care of the
trivia.
defense take care of the offense.
I had to think hard about that.
Possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And the throw here caught by Devontae.
Tom Cable. Tom Cable got fired for going 8-8. Hugh Jackson came in, got fired for going 8-8 after 1 year.
Here's Fitzpatrick. That's caught by Howard. The 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2.
Oh, man.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Brain's hurt trying to think of all.
Halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of
My
3.
Madden, I got trivia over
Gets
here
him
now.
3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's
Dunk in
2nd
the
and
middle.
goal.
I can just shoot a gap.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
You know what's crazy about that statement?
Touchdown.
Like, yeah, you probably didn't need to fire Tom Cable because 8-8 was the best season they've had. Got fired, you know, in his peak. Hugh Jackson only came in 1 season. He got fired. He went 8-8. But, like, I really liked his offense. Like, I thought, yeah, like, we almost made the playoffs that year at 8-8. Because the reason why I remember that is because I'm from Cincinnati. We traded for Carson Palmer. And if we would have made the playoffs, they would have got a first round draft pick. Something like that.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still
Yeah, I didn't mind Hugh Jackson.
Not only time,
Thought he had some interesting.
to their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Well, partner, you know, looking back to week 4.
But yeah, trading for Palmer wasn't the best
You look at teams that scored 30 or more points. You had
option
Denver,
by any.
Seattle, Cincy, Minnesota, Cleveland, Dallas, Baltimore. I mean, the list, it keeps going and going. And we've seen teams go over 30 points or more 50 times already through 4 weeks. The record before this was 36 times. So the average game this year, just under 52 points, the highest scoring since the merger. I mean, what's going
We
on
needed a
here,
quarterback that.
Well, there's
What
another
happened
factors,
there?
I think, and normally when you come off of a season, when you come off the offseason, defenses are slightly ahead of offense.
We traded for Palmer.
I think these guys in the offseason do
That same draft that I think we got Terrell Pryor that supplement draft.
Go through their offensive plays, work on their timing, and I think that's helped them big time. The other thing, penalty.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 20.
My head really starting to hurt trying to figure this out.
Big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back.
I almost didn't notice the clock. Thank God I paid attention for 1 second.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield.
Yeah, we've always been bad with cap though. Like that D'Angelo Hall big contract just to cut him.
That first down completion only netted him 3.
Richard Seymour. We've always made bonehead plays like that. I mean, we were paying DeMarcus Russell for the longest.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion
Who
heading
else?
towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the
I
way
don't know.
you approach the second
We've
half.
always made bad decisions.
You
That
do things on offense, and your defense
even now, like
is better too,
Joyner,
having that lead.
Marcus Joyner ain't worth his contract. Ira Williams hasn't been worth his contract.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play.
We paid Sean Smith.
Just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense gonna
It was a horrible trade.
timeout with
It almost led us to the playoffs though, but it was a horrible trade.
2. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Like I said, I like Palmer. I mean, I'm from Cincinnati, so I know. I love watching Palmer.
2 remain. Charles and I return.
Palmer, Ocho,
Welcome back. Halftime.
Chris Henry before he died, T.J. Houshmandzadeh,
Number 3.
Rudy Johnson.
Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Who else? Even like reaching, like our drafting was piss poor back in the day too. Like reaching for,
Looking to build off of a nice drive. A drive that really relied on the
let's see, Hayward Bay.
Making good decisions, distributing the
We
ball.
could have had Crabtree or Percy Harvin.
Keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass
Oh yeah, for sure.
the guys up front.
We gave up too much for him. That's a fact.
Disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Oh, incomplete.
Yeah, I'm not arguing that. We definitely gave up too much for him.
Help there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
But we've always been bad at drafting.
Gonna give it to Jacobs.
We're a lot better now at drafting.
Nowhere, taken down.
Like when Reggie McKenzie came in, that's when we started drafting a lot better.
That'll go as a loss of 5.
His first draft class was
Staring at a 3rd and long here.
what? Derek, Khalil, Gabe. I feel like there's another name on. I just can't. Second draft class, Amari.
From midfield, here's Carr.
Get in field goal range, baby.
Side to Aguilar. And he's going to be about a yard or 2
Oh, we're in go for it range.
35, but didn't make it. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it.
Oh my God, they let me get that pitch off.
Powering his way forward, and he gets this one inside the 15.
Yeah, he made some horrible decisions. Not even like, yeah. He was just drafting speed out there, which was cool in Madden. When Al Davis was alive, that was my peak Madden career. Like, if you ran a 4.4 or under, 4.3, you were getting drafted by us. Eh. Well. Oh, man, I already updated the title. I thought he quit.
So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And it'll be intercepted.
I hate when it does that. It floats. Do a little practice one here.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And the Dolphins are going to recover. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
Oh, I wish they would have kept it in. I wish they would have kept the stadium in Oakland.
And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position.
I thought he would. I thought he did quit. I was so upset. I had a lot of people quit for less tonight. Oh. I really wasn't expecting the RPO, as you could tell.
Inside the 20. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Oh, they gave me a let's go. Oh, 100%. Thank you. Well, it sucks for Oakland too because like there's a lot of bright side to our team now. In the last like two years, you could tell that they were building.